Hi there, it's Mel Blackmore here, founder of the Isology Hub. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm going to take a guess that you're interested in joining the Isology Hub, but you're not 100% sure exactly what it is or whether it's right for you and the stage that you're currently at with your ISO implementation or development of your existing system. So it's natural to have questions, and we thought that the best way to tackle that is to show you everything you get access to when you become an Isology Hub member. And that way you can make up your own mind whether it's the best thing for you or not. So we're going to take you on a quick tour of the Isology Hub and show everything you get access to as a member. Hi there, welcome to the Isology Hub. So we're on the dashboard here and we can see when our next live session is going to be with one of our ISO legends. So we have a countdown here. You can just click on the link to sign up to that. So the idea behind this is that you get access to ISO experts so that you can ask them any questions whatsoever and have discussions with them in an open environment so that you can get any questions answered. Further down here on the dashboard is our ISO roadmap, and more to come on this in a moment when we dive into that. But we've also got our latest resources in there as well. So let's move over to the library. So this is a content library where we have a range of topics that you can select. You can search by the content type or by the subject. And as you can see, we've got a wide range of different topics that we cover, from health and safety to environmental management through to business continuity. And we're actually including new content every single month. This is all based on the fact that we've been implementing ISO standards successfully for hundreds of businesses over the last 15 years, and we've built up a really helpful library, and we want to be able to share that with you. Looking further down here then, we have got our recently released, so we've got a bit more detail here on, for example, coffee break training. So the feedback that we've had from our clients and members over the years is that sometimes employees just don't have the time, the bandwidth, or even the attention span to attend training for a full day. So coffee break training, we found, has been a really great solution to that. That's where we can break it down into bite-sized chunks on really kind of key, pertinent points that people can absorb within, say, 10 or 15 minutes whilst they're having a coffee. We've got our latest courses on here. So in addition to those bite-sized courses, we've also got detailed e-learning courses. So if we go into this, you'll be able to access the e-learning course and pick up where you left off. Okay, so we've got various information here on different ISO standards. So just heading back now to the library, we are going to go down here to our game plans. So this is where you may already be certified to an ISO standard, but you just need an action plan to help you to address a specific issue. Now, one example of that could be engagement, and we'll come on to that in a moment when we go into our game plans. The latest coffee break training, as I mentioned, and also quick wins. So quick wins are things that aren't directly related technically to ISO standards, but we know they can help you to move in the right direction to make progress with your management system. So a couple of examples of those are proven systems that we've used to have videos. This video that I'm recording is done on Loom, for example. This is free of charge if you've got videos that are less than 5 minutes, but it's a really cool way to be able to update employees, share information, share visual diagrams and information. Okay, so that's one thing that, literally, there are a couple of slides there to tell you what Loom is, the benefits, how to set it up, and yeah, that's all done and dusted within, say, 10 or 15 minutes. Same with Net Promoter Score if you want to be able to demonstrate how good you are in terms of quality standards as an organisation. And then we've got other things in here like how to create a process map. Then we've got our Q&A call replays if you want to be able to catch up on those. And of course, we've got our latest podcasts in there as well if you'd like to access them. So moving on to the ISO roadmap, and this is something that we're really proud of because this is something that we've actually been developing over the last 15 years, but it's only now really that we've fine-tuned it into 7 key simple stages. And although I say that they're simple stages, there's actually a wealth of information in here within the ISO roadmap. So let's look at just one example of those stages, which is the planning stage. And this is an example for ISO 14001. So if you're looking at planning an ISO management system, here is a quick introductory video to share with you what's involved. Okay, we don't need to go into that right now, but this goes through step by step on what you need to do in terms of, first of all, understanding what is an environmental management system, what's ISO 14001, looking at the scope of certification if you're going to go for certification, timescales, and so, typically an organisation might take 6 to 12 months. With the Isology Hub, you could be fast tracking that, but the main thing is you are going at your own pace. Leadership commitment, resources, and also choosing a certification body. So you'll notice on each of the stages we've actually got a workbook because we don't want to just provide information, we want to be able to provide transformation. So this is where you listen to the tutorials, you listen to the information, but then you need to take action. So here, for example, you would list the different types of information that you may already have in relation to an environmental management system, and you also have an opportunity to be able to include your timescales for completion. So they're just a few examples of how you would go through the planning stage of the ISO roadmap. But of course we've got the 7 key stages here, and one of the most useful ones, well, they're all useful actually, but one is obviously creating your management system. So again, there is an introductory video here to kick off and what you need to consider when creating a management system. Okay, so this is where we take you through step by step everything that you need to do to create, in this case, an environmental management system. So this is the equivalent of many hours and potentially thousands of pounds of consultancy time in actually helping you to implement the management system. But of course, this is going to be your bespoke management system. And all we're doing is providing you with the tutorials, the guidance, support, the tools and the techniques in order to be able to do that yourself. So that's an example of the ISO roadmap. Now, I touched on the game plans briefly earlier. So the key purpose of the game plans is to be able to invoke action to address a specific issue that you may have within your organisation. So at the end of this game plan, you'll have achieved the results that you're looking for, whether that's to increase engagement within your organisation or to boost productivity. And again, there are very clear action plans and what you need to do to go through this process. Okay, so that's the game plans, and then finally, last but not least, resources. So over the years we've developed various tools, templates, checklists, handbooks to assist our clients. Now what we're starting to do is to move this information over into the Isology Hub. So there's going to be new content added every single month. And that can include having an internal audit schedule template, through to an internal audit report template. Okay, now this is just really to get you started. Of course, you can use your own audit report template, but this may actually save you quite a lot of time in the process. So here's an example. This includes a checklist that you can go through, and then also the internal audit report template. Okay, so again, you don't have to use this template, but these are just really useful hints and tips and tools to get you started. And here we've got the past Q&As and also the future Q&As that are coming up. So we've got them planned out for the rest of the year there with our different ISO legends. Just to touch quickly on a few admin bits then, so you can click on here to go to your account and you can update your subscriptions, payments, etc. You can also ask a question as well about the Isology Hub here. And then you can bookmark and save content too. Okay, so hopefully that's provided you with just a very brief overview on what the Isology Hub has to offer. We're really proud of the fact that this is available to every single type of organisation across all sectors and sizes, from micro businesses with less than 10 employees right through to global organisations that purchase multiple memberships. And of course, the great thing about the Isology Hub is you can access it at any time of day, in any country, and of course you can go at your own pace. So I hope that's provided you with a bit of an insight into the Isology Hub. I look forward to joining you on the inside.